Welcome back everyone. I'm Jewel and we're in the Giants editor today working on my Jewel's Peaceful Valley map. It's an FS19 map, and as you can see all this brown area, this is the mud. Basically, if you saw the last episode, I explained about what was happening in game. And when you make water for your map, at least in my case, I'm not quite sure why it did this particular situation or whatever, but this level of the water, if you just imagine this level, sorry, if you imagine it straight over level, it ends up coming across right here, see? But it's nothing there. There's no water there, obviously, because I made my water in Blender. And I made it where it's only where it's supposed to be, and not all out here in the where underneath the ground. It's nothing there. It's not water here. So, but for whatever reason, in the game, when you get to these areas that are painted brown, even the road part, I just was trying to keep some of my road where I know where to repaint it. When I get in the game, it makes me swim into areas where there's not even any water. So I'm just swimming in the middle of the air, nowhere. So what we got to do, I showed that in the last episode. So in this episode, we're going to do what I said we had to do, which is mark the level just above the water's edge. So say here's the edge, maybe come up a little, maybe here, hit the terrain sculpt mode, put it on replace, put it right above this, so you know you're going to be at a level where the water's not going to be, you'll be able to paint this or make this ground come up above the water. So we're going to hit Control R, left mouse click, and it marked the number right here, 46.855. And once you do that, turn this back off and come back across to where you need to work. And in this case, it's here. I did a little bit, as you can see. This was all down lower, so I lifted a little bit. But anyway, you're going to click back on the terrain sculpt mode, left mouse click, and it needs to come up to this level. So, and I don't know if, nope, it didn't work. So you got to look down here, see where it says remove. It accidentally jumped over. Sometimes it does that when you click on it and you hit replace. When you hit Control R, sometimes it jumps to remove. You got to put it back on replace and make sure that's on terrain sculpt mode, and then it'll go. So, and then you left mouse click on it, and for some reason, let me get it where I can see better. Come down and check this one and see if it's coming up. Yeah, see how it's coming up? Some of the edges are going down, but that part's coming up. That's going to make it come above where the water was. So technically I might actually make it go a little higher than that, because I want it to be, I'm going to put it at the top of this, and that's where I'm going to make it. So because I checked it before. Alright, so we're going to make the level 47 something. Alright, let's back off. Click it again, make sure it's on replace. Alright, so there we go. So see how it's bringing it up? Guess I could move that out of the way a little bit. Alright, let me unclick it so I can, and you don't have to do it all over the place, just where the brown is. But obviously, oops, click the wrong thing. Click undo. Obviously, you're gonna have to adjust your road or whatever, because you're gonna be changing it, so you might have a bump where it meets this part to that part, you know, if you didn't have it level. So, but just basically make it go up. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but not too long. Then when I go in game, this won't be making me swim anymore. I'll be able to drive through it, because before it was putting the truck right here and saying you're too deep to drive and kicking me out of the truck. You know how it does, and in game. And so that's what happened. So we'll just get this all lifted up to where it needs to be. See how that's lifting up over there? And I'm gonna go closer so we can see. And it don't seem like this part's lifting up, so I might have to actually go higher, because when I painted that, I was pretty close to where it should have been. So I don't know. I guess it ain't exact because when I was in game, it wasn't quite to the top of it. I guess we'll just, if I had to lift it up more, I will just go ahead and lift that. See, some of that's going down, so I might have to lift it up higher. But basically, just trying to get the areas that ain't supposed to be so low lifted up so that you're not swimming in water. And the reason for you swimming in water is, my assumption is anyway, I don't have a direct answer per se, but my assumption from my understanding is it's because when you put it as your main water in the game, it's called is main water. Actually, I could show you. Click on the water plane, bring this out. See down here, let me lift it up a little bit. Alright, see where it says user attributes? Name water plane attributes is main water. Check. Environment on create. Let me scroll it over so you can see it. Water. So you have to make this in this little box. You make it, and when you do, if you want to be able to swim in the water, you got to make this is main water thing here, and then you check box it, and you can swim in the water then. Otherwise you can't swim in the water, right? But when you make this box and it becomes your main water, then that's when this happens. So basically, even though you don't have water over here, this level for your water tells the whole map area that water is there, even though it's not. I guess it's in an XML. I'm not sure how that works on that particular thing. So if you know, leave me a comment. But basically, if I lift the ground up, the water, the fake water, let's call it fake water, because there's no water there. There's no water plane there, but it's showing up as water in the game. If we lift it up above that, we'll have the water, the fake water under it, and we won't be swimming anymore. So that's what the point of it is. So, and I do want to be able to swim in that. So obviously, that's why I'm doing it this way. Now, if I find out another solution to where I didn't have to worry about this, then I will let you know. But I don't think there is one, because I've searched quite a bit and haven't found an answer. So, but there may be. You never know. And see, it comes to this little spot here. So I'm just going to lift it up right there. Make sure that spot comes up. Lift all that up. It ain't very much. It's just enough to make you have to swim. So I'm going to make sure all that's done. Make this a little bigger. You have to go back and forth over it a lot just to make sure you get it all the way up, because I don't have it set on the higher level. So let's just get this up. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm considering getting Farming Sim 22 pretty soon. The only reason I've waited mostly is because I wanted to do a little bit on this one. I didn't get to really play FS19 much because my old computer wouldn't really let me, and so I do want to get a little bit done. I want to do this map and get a little bit of time in it before I go to 22. But I'm gonna probably be getting it, and I might actually do both videos, like do some of Farming Sim 22 and then do some of FS19. I'm sure there's still people out there that are doing FS19 and they would like to still see FS19 stuff. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll be doing some map making stuff for FS22 as well. So I might do some tutorials, and I will make a map for it, but I don't know how quick it'll be. I don't know if I'll go ahead and start one and do them both at the same time, or what I'll do. I just got to decide. I hadn't really decided, so I have to wait till I get it and get going, because I mean, obviously it's going to be a new game. There's a few new things to it that I got to learn, or maybe just get freshened up on. Most of it's the same as far as the basics, but some of the new features are great. I've seen a lot of them. But yeah, it'll be coming soon, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, check out my channel. If you haven't already, I do Gold Rush the game, Ranch Simulator, Trader Life Simulator. I did some demos, Car Mechanic Simulator, Hotel Renovator, some other ones. So if you want to check those out, they were pretty good. Let's get this spot over here. It was just one little puddle there, which wouldn't be bad, but it wasn't an actual water plane. I didn't put a water plane there, so which we could do, but I'll just make this down, make sure it comes up. Do a little bit around it, so it try to make sure it's not crooked. I'll have to double check it. Let me make sure. I'm gonna have to smooth it a little bit. Looks like well, that's not too bad. I don't know why it would be there though. It seems like it would have been lower down here too. I don't know. Kind of confusing. I don't know what it's all about. But let's get this cleaned up, or whatever you want to call it, lifted up. I may have to lift it a little higher. It doesn't seem like it's going very much. I don't know. That one's still going pretty good. Obviously, I'm gonna take away all that mud. That's just so I could mark it where I could see where to fix it. Just my measuring tool, so to speak. I use the water plane as the measuring tool. And as soon as I get my bridges and things situated, I plan to do the street spline constructor, and hopefully it should work. It seems like they changed a couple of pieces and some things are missing. I don't know, so I'm concerned that they took away some of the stuff that I would have liked to have used. So maybe not. Have to wait and see. Alright, got that one and that one. I think that's all that was done. So let's head this way. I don't think I did these. I don't think that was one. I think I just did that as a test. Just lift that up a little bit. Alright, let's get this one up. Now obviously I could make a hill here or whatever I want, as long as I'm not at the lower end of the spectrum, so to speak, lower end of the level that they wanted, where the water is still popping through. So this piece should be good. I think I did all of it. No, it's still going up, so just wasn't quite there yet. Make sure it comes up. Now obviously if the rest of it goes down, which it shouldn't because I have it at the right level, then it would be a problem. Or if I later, when I'm doing something and I push it down, it's going to be the same problem. So when you continue your work on your map, if you're having this problem, make sure that after you fix it, the problem, and you're working over here, don't go down too far. So you're going to need to make sure you don't go past that level, or you're going to be swimming in that spot you're putting. Now I can figure it out. It may be an XML thing or something. I'm not sure. If it is, I'll take care of it once I figure it out. I haven't really looked at it in a while to try to see what it is. I did for a while there. I looked a lot and couldn't find it. No answers to what it was doing. So just gonna go ahead and get this all smoothed out, replaced up to the spot it needs to be. That's quite a bit. See, get this part. That way when we start building and putting all the pieces like the buildings and things, we'll be pretty set where we need to be. Get this spot right here. You can see it's not too far that it has to be lifted. Fortunately, it wasn't the whole all over the map like that. It's just in certain little spots. Strange, but it's the way it goes. I'm also going to try a few other things, but I don't know. I could take it off and make it where you can't swim, but really didn't want to do that. I mean, there's water, you know, you should be able to swim in it. I mean, most water anyway. Lift this up. Shouldn't take too terribly long. Still think I might have to lift it a little higher, but I'll have to do a separate thing on it in game, like a separate thing showing that, or we'll try to go in a little closer, see if it makes it any better. There we go. See how it's still coming up quite a bit. See that too? All that's coming up. That some of it went down behind it, but most of it's coming up. Right here needs a little bit. Tried to leave the road intact. That needs to come up. There we go. And some of the places ain't gonna matter. It might be somewhere on the map where nobody's going anyway, but it was quite a bit, so I needed to do it and make sure that there was no water or no spots where you have to swim. Should be almost done over here. Alright. Make sure to save often. You would even think that would be a problem. It looks like it's up higher than that. So, I don't know. Strange to me. Okay, so I got all them little spots. I don't think I got this spot. Let me make sure. Nope. Wasn't much, just a little spot. Alright. Don't think there's any over there. Okay, so let's do this one and that one over there. Hope you've been enjoying all these different tutorials. I have a lot of tutorials, so if you haven't already, check it out on my channel. There's a lot of different ones that should help you. So really didn't want that to go down like that, but if I got water here, I gotta fix it. So, and I had my road all fixed. Now I'll need to be having to mess it all up again. Alrighty, I guess that's good. Now I gotta fix my road again. Well, it ain't too bad. Alright. Let me check the fence. That's alright. Okay. So, there's some over here we need to get fixed. Actually, I think there was actually more that I might have not painted. That's not it. It's over here. Guess we'll do this side first. Alright, so Starting here. I need to crank it up a little. It's taking too long. Let me think. I forgot which one it is. We'll just go up on this one and the bottom one. I can't remember. Alright, let's make it go faster. There we go. Make it easier to get it to that level without taking all day. There we go. See how low I was swimming deep when it was here. So just gotta do it. I don't know why it looks like the way it does. It does. It's just how it worked. Try to get some of this caught back up there. See how it's almost like my terrain is not level. It's like my terrain is angled. I'm gonna have to check into that and make sure that that's not even a thing, because I don't even know why it would be if it is. So get all this done. Some of it looks like it's there and other spots don't. Takes a little time. I'm just gonna fix that a little bit. Now that seems like it's going down, but I might have overpainted it a little because I was trying to make sure I've covered it all. So some of it may be a little extra. There we go. Alright, let's get on over here. It's not a whole lot. We're almost done. Got a little bit more to go. Now that don't even seem like it's lifting that up much. We'll have to check it in game. Must not have been much. I don't know. Get that done. Alright, we did those. Now we need to do these. And we're almost done. Got one more spot pretty much. And we should be done. So it's not too bad. You can see it coming up a little bit. Can't hardly tell. Came up some though. Some of it went down around the edges, but the main part's right here. Alright. Go up. Don't think there was any over there. I will have to check. Oh, I think there was some over that way, but maybe not. Let's go this way. We got all that. We got a couple spots over here. I have a video on the how to do the water and put it in here. Well, not in Blender, but after you do it and put it in here. The other steps that you do, and at the end of it, there's one little problem, and that's why I haven't posted it yet, and I'm trying to find a solution before I post so I can put another video up showing the solution to that problem. But I'll explain it. Basically, if you're at the ocean edge of the beach and you're looking out, and say you got all the stuff out there that you normally would see, say a boat or a rock or whatever, the reflection is all there correctly except one problem. When the water's supposed to like make it move back and forth slightly, barely, just so it's like it's actually flowing, it jerks back and forth too hard. Like the reflection, say this is a rock, this little mud pile, it jerks so far away back and forth that it don't look right. It's not how it should be doing, and I don't know why it's doing that. So I don't know if it's a number in the XML or if it's whatever it is. So I'm trying to figure that out before I post that video, but I have a whole bunch of tips about the water in that video. So but I made my water in Blender so I could make it the shape that I wanted it, so that I'm not putting water over the whole map. Because you can put the water plane as a square over the whole map, and then just wherever you want the water, go lower and, you know, do it that way. But which is fine, you can do that. But I was just trying to make it where that wherever there wasn't water, it didn't have to be water. Like you know, didn't like underneath there, so there's no water under it where the ground would be. So we're lifting all this up. Get it done. We're almost done. Got a couple more little spots. Takes a little bit of time when you're... Oop, I gotta fix that. I might back off of it. There. I gotta redo it because I went way too far to touch that road, and I don't want that to be nothing done to it. Try not to jerk it that far. It's easy to do though. Easy to do. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this video. It helps. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I'm going to be posting. I posted every day since I started, and plan to keep posting like that for now. So get this done. I don't even see how that's even bringing much of it up. Still touch the road a little bit. I have to fix it later. Alrighty. Get this spot and that spot. I'm going to have to move my way of seeing it. My view. Okay, let's move. Sometimes it don't want to click off when you hit it. Alright. But you see that reflection? It would be jerking like this in the game. And it should just be gentle, like the water's moving. But it's very pronounced and jerking back and forth. So. Alrighty. Should be good. And now we got a little bit more. Don't think there's any more that way. Shouldn't be none that way. This is the last little bit, and I think there's a couple of specks over there we'll get. And then we'll be done. But that's how you do it, and makes it easier, then you don't have to worry about all that. I mean, I could have just lowered the water, but then it's not going to match on my beach and stuff where I had made it. Because I had made it using this terrain. I put the terrain in the blender and all that, so I fixed it real close to what I needed it to be. So if I'd have lifted it up, it wouldn't be where the beach needed to be. Then I gotta change all that. So I'd rather just lift up a little bit of the ground than do all that. Alrighty. If you have any questions, you can write in the comment section, and I don't even know why that piece is like that, but whatever. Probably accidentally went over that far, and it probably don't even need to be pushed down. Shouldn't be, because it should only need to come up, not go down. So still seems strange to me that the water is at that kind of an angle. With the way it's looking, it doesn't look like it should be. It looks very different. I still think my terrain seems like it's crooked, like angle way or something. I don't know. Gonna have to check on it and see. Alright, got all that part done. Now let's go up a little further. Make sure we get this part. See, now that has to come up and that goes down. Everything changes. There we go. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome. And stay tuned, because we got a lot of stuff we're going to be doing on this map. And hopefully I can get some nice tutorials out and just regular map making times where I'm just building it, and hopefully it helps you, and hopefully everything's as accurate as it can be. I don't like to put anything that's inaccurate. I'll put whatever I know to be where it works. So if there's something that doesn't work for you, it may be that there's one step you missed, or there could be something else I didn't foresee and that's further than that part. But it should all be, if you see it work on my screen, it should work. So, because I will show you exactly what I've done. I'm not gonna do something and then not say I did this first. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. Not gonna try to lead you astray. If you have any questions and there's something that's not working right, just let me know and I'll check on it. There we go. And we're getting there. We're almost done. We got a couple more and then we're done, which is good. I'll be glad to not be in the water, but I will have to check it in game, but I won't do it on this video because this video is getting a little long. Trying to keep it short, but it takes time. Hope I don't mess up my roads again. I gotta still work on them a little bit more. Some of them I've gotta fix where I had to do some of this. Get this done. I don't even know how that could be a problem right there, but whatever. Alright, let's go this way. Let me see where it is. Over here. I still have to possibly lower that down as well. Right there. Alright, I don't even see. Oh no, that was a road. That's not nothing. This is. I was just making it. That's not really a road. It was just showing where I was gonna start a road at. It was just to mark a spot. Alright, now this was water stuff. I don't even see how it could be. It feels like I'm pushing it down almost. But I guess the middle part came up and the rest of it went down. We'll see what happens. And I think there's one little speck somewhere over here. Okay. Yeah. There's one right here. Not very much. That's kind of funny. Lift you up a little bit. That looks funny. Alright. Take that off. I probably should have been painting the green after I finished them. Here's the other one over here. That's just a temporary little thing. I just stuck it there looking around at the stuff I had. Checking everything. Alright. Alrighty, I think that was the last one. I'm gonna take a peek around, see. Let's roll this way a minute. I hope you're enjoying all these different angles of seeing the map. We gotta get started on it and get going. Once I get the roads in place, or at least most of them, then I can start deciding where I want certain things. This was supposed to be water here. I'm having some trouble with the angle of it. I don't know what happened. I still think my map's on some kind of weird angle. I mean, obviously I built that up, so that's not the problem. This is water that runs down. But I'll have to check on it. I'm probably going to make this where you can't swim in it, I guess. I don't know. I really didn't want to do that. I wanted you to be able to swim in it. But if I lift anything up and put any water here that you can swim in, then it's going to be higher than all this water. Then that means everything over here would have to have been lifted way up high. Then I'll be changing all the terrain. That'll be a problem. So I'm not going to be able to do that. But I'll check on it, see. If not, I'll just have to arrange this a different way, build it up to where I can make the water level and not where it won't run off. But that was actually original. Some of it was original shapes where it would be an actual water area. To be honest, this was a random river thing, so it had some of the original shapes, and I added some. Oh, there's another spot. Or I already did that one, didn't I? Yeah. Check over here. Nothing. Okay, this is higher. This goes up. See? It's like a way up high over here, and then it angles down like that. So everything would run this way, water-wise. So it's just really weird how these were just marking the territory, the boundaries where they would be placed. Alright, or where they were placed on the old map, original Ravensport, or whatever it's called. I believe that's what it's called. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Finished all that up. I'm going to hit save real quick. And I guess I'm going to catch you on the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.